Alright, hello everyone. This is going to be a regular raid, player6972. Here we go. Alright, so I did look this up on YouTube, and there was a couple of them. We'll see which one I got. A little water. And I think it's this one that's not as good. Which is a little surprising because the other one was in 1.9.7, so that's too bad. Alright, a little bit of junk. And a drip of gas. Oops, I'll get to you later. Well, at least there's some food. That's something. And just some resources. Never hurts. Get a little bit of free resources. And I am actually a little low on that. Okay, so let's dispense with these guys. Alright, well, you definitely don't need to sit here for this. Alright, so there we go. There's a sweet spot. Everybody else was pretty easy. Okay. I really love having that trick there. Somebody told me about the fact that you didn't need weapons anymore. So we got some wood. More wood. Take care of this metal. And the problem is if I go for this one here, I'll call the third wave when I don't have a block, so I'll just get the third wave now. Hopefully that called him. Okay, I'll take care of him. Okay, so my fists are all bloody, but I killed them all. Let's see, what do we got left here? Let me just make sure I got everything. And here comes the third wave. All right. One other thing is when you're doing this, it takes forever, but you can just put auto on. That's what I've got going on right now. It'd be pretty cool if they added some kind of a skill or something that enabled you to do a little more damage with your fists. Not that you do it very often, but some brass knuckles or something. I don't know. All right, I'll see you when this is done. Alrighty, let's find out what's in this one. And not much. Okay, I'm just gonna pick through all these and get loaded up 1 second. Alright, I'm just gonna take this home. I'll get rid of my stuff and be right back. And I believe I just forgot to pause it. My bad. Alright, well, I'll just die right here. Okay, so I'm back. I already just kind of went through and loaded everything up. Actually, I got space for a couple more things. Hold on. Okay, well, that's better. One of these days I'll actually have this third pocket, and then I can get an extra thing every time I do this. But anyways, I got all this, and I got all that. So I know it doesn't seem like much, but all that stuff helps. Every little raid, I mean, this was a regular raid, so I actually had to work for it, but it's still good things. And out here I've got this guy to take care of here, so maybe I'll get lucky and get a mod. You never know. Mod or dog? I get a dog. Oh, you got me. And let's get rid of this since you're right on a doggy. And is this a boy or a girl? It's so hard to tell when it's dark. I'll just do this and I'll stash some stuff. Ooh, nice, nice, no mod. I'll take you, I'll put you here, grab the doggy, and take you. Good enough. Alright. So I got a lens and a dog and a Glock. Not bad at all for an airdrop. Okay, so we're back, and I don't really have a ton of stuff to show, but oh boy. So I have totally been getting, I'll talk about a couple things, dogs and mods, and I'll show my recycler here. That's where I'm at on the recycler. It's just still such a slow process. I was hoping level was when you got the max, because I heard that when you put let me put a gun in here. When you you know, you're getting 19% on blueprints. I heard that at a certain level you get 20%, and that's the max, and it's before you get to level 50. At least that's what I heard. So I'm looking forward to that. As far as dogs, go feed them here. So on a previous video here, I said that what I like to do is I put whenever I get ready to modify a dog, I always put my breeders in exchange for my bloodhounds down here, and then I hit the green up arrow. And somebody has said to me that that's not how it works, that they did clear data, and it's actually when you mate the dogs initially. So I mean, I don't know that firsthand from trying it, but I believe them. So I'm just going to do it on both situations. So whenever I'm doing an upgrade on a dog or mating, I'm going to make sure that I have my breeders on. And I did finally get a third breeder. So I got a 1%, a 1.25%, and another 1%. So that's a little something extra nice. I'm still working on getting my third level 3 female so I can do all 3 at once. And hopefully I'll get at least a level 4 dog. I mean, the chances of a true friend, I guess, are pretty small, but that would be pretty nice. So as far as mods, let me go get some guns and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back here. I'm just going to show you the mods I got just for the hell of it. So in case you're curious what kind of progress I'm doing. I'll start with the melee weapon. So for the machete, I have the best blade until the active mod comes out. I mean, who knows what this thing's going to do. But this blade is the best. I really don't recommend this bone cracker. It makes it slow, and you don't want that in a machete. I mean, the machete's meant to be a fast weapon. And I have the best handle here except for the bone mod, which, like I said, this thing makes it slow. Yeah, sorry. Where am I at here? Sorry, 1 second. All right, where was I? Okay. So this one takes away speed, and it does make it a lot stronger damage-wise, but it takes away speed and durability. So that's kind of like a lot of negatives that I don't like for it. I still would probably use this if I had it, but this is definitely like a really good number 2 handle for this thing. So that's where I'm at on the machete. Cleaver, very simple. I have the best blade and the best handle, and that makes this thing pretty killer. I'm going to have to start getting into some wall tricking with it, but this is a pretty sweet weapon for being speedy. I got the bone mod, which makes this thing awesome. And I still don't have the spiked handle, but I have the second best one, so I'm still looking for the spiked. For the Skull Crusher, now this one is a little controversial maybe, but this is the one that everybody wants, and you know, until the active mod comes out, this thing I'm sure will be crazy. I actually assume I've been thinking about making a video just on my speculation on what active mods are going to do, since that's kind of like the big exciting thing that's going to come out. I assume that this one here, when you smack something, it's going to occasionally do a similar effect to like a grenade launcher or something. I mean, like you smack it and the thing explodes. And who knows what these active mods are going to do. Does that make it like a one-time weapon when it does that? Like the spear, supposedly you can throw the spear and then it, and then you know, does it come back to you? Like there's a rope on it that you could pull it back, or you throw it and it's gone? I don't know. But anyway, so this is the one everybody wants, and this does make it cool at the 50 damage. This, especially when you're doing criticals and stuff, this makes it very useful, but it does make it slower. And I actually have this light head here, and I love it. It's really cool. It makes it even faster. And it's already normally a pretty slow weapon, but that extra speed I really notice, and it makes me get hit a lot less when I'm like, you know, stepping back and hitting. So it takes some of the damage away, but it doesn't usually mean that I have to do any extra hits for most of the enemies that I'm attacking. So I actually really like it. And then obviously I don't have the best handle. I wish I did. That would make a pretty significant difference to me to have that, but oh well. This one's not too bad. So that's my Skull Crusher. Get off of here. And why do I have an extra machete? I don't know. Okay. So for the saw blade mace, I have the Diablo blade. This thing, if you don't have it, is probably, I think, the best thing you could get for this. It's really cool. It gives you an extra 5 damage, and that makes a big difference when you're at the farm. It means like one hit for all your criticals when you're sneaking. And I got the best handle, so I'm very happy with my saw blade maces now. I still don't have any of these. I haven't found a single one, but my understanding is that these first two aren't very good at all. I mean, it makes it slower, even slower, and then this one still makes it slower. I mean, this thing's already a really slow weapon to begin with, so I'm not too big on that. The extra damage and critical chance of this one will probably make me want to get it if I ever find it. And then obviously the active mod right here, this thing I assume is going to be really killer, but we'll see. You know, once again, who knows what these things mean when we get the active mod. Okay, we'll go to guns now. So we'll start with the Glock. So I have the best mag. I have the best scope, if you want to call it a sight or whatever. These, I believe, are both active mods, or am I wrong on this? Actually, I don't remember. I want to say these are both active mods. Maybe I'm confusing that with a different weapon, but either way, I don't have them. Then I have, let's take that off. I have the, I think this is the long muzzle brake or something like that. Still don't have a silencer. I don't have a single silenced weapon except my Scar, and you know the VSS is already silenced, but I'm so hoping I encounter a silencer. This is a purple guy, so I probably won't ever get it until I start opening up some police crates, but I got this shutter, which isn't bad. Take this off. So that's not bad. It adds a little bit of something. I think this one's a little bit better, and obviously this is the one everybody wants. Another purple mod, so we'll see when that ever happens. And I got the green laser. So there we go. That's my best layout right there. And the M16, I've only got the grip, which is a pretty nice one. I got this guy here, And I believe these are both, I don't remember if one's blue and one's purple, I don't remember. But this is a little something extra. And the handmade silencer, I believe, sucks. And the real silencer is really awesome. So obviously I want to get that. But until then, at least I have this attachment that makes it pretty nice. And then apparently the red one, surprisingly, is the better one, and I don't have that yet. And I want to say that's purple too. Pretty sure. So there's my M16. AK, am I dying? Yes, I'm dying. Sorry. So for AK, I have this clip, this magazine, excuse me. I do not have the drum. The drum is the purple mod, which you would assume is better, but the reality is that, I mean, this one does critical damage and this one does critical chance, and most everybody seems to agree that critical damage is better, so I don't know why that's the case. But I'm not really worried about not having the drum yet. This is the only sight I've got so far, but I'm happy to have it. Obviously, you know, this would be the one to have. And I picked this guy up. I believe this one's a little bit better. And obviously this would be a very nice thing to have here too, just for raiding. Not that I use guns very often with raiding anymore, but there might be some other thing that you need a silenced weapon for in the future. So then this one here I've had for a long time, and I've been really happy with it. I just recently got this one, but I tested it out, and it turns out, you know, if I have, look, let me just go to this one here first. So I have the green laser, don't have the red. The red is, you know, once again, it's less critical, it's critical chance at the cost of damage, and supposedly damage is better. So I'm happy to have the green, and then these two are active mods. These obviously look freaking amazing, so I'm excited about getting those. But anyways, when I have the best layout that I have here, green laser, and you go to the stocks, so if you equip everything that you got and then you choose between these two, because it gives you a percentage of your increase, sometimes it means that you'll get an extra point of damage, and sometimes it means you won't. So just because something increases damage, that little tiny bit of green up there, does not mean that you're going to get anything out of it when you actually use it. So it depends on where the numbers lie, how much of it's going to increase it. So at the current layout that I currently have, if I switch to this one, I lose 1 point of damage with every hit, and that's pretty major. So even though this has some other pluses to it, having that 1 extra point of damage is definitely worth it. So, and I'm dying again. Okay. So that's my AK. My shotgun is kind of wimpy. I was very lucky and got this, which I believe is a purple mod. I got that really early on. I don't remember where I got it, but I was very fortunate to get that. That's made a huge difference for me with this thing. And I more recently just found this sight, which also adds a little bit of something to it. This one does less damage, so this is kind of a toss-up. I'm pretty happy with just having this. This is pretty good. And then obviously the one you want right here is this long silencer. I mean, that would be sweet if I had that. And this one I believe is the active mod, so no idea what that does, but it ain't out yet anyway, so let me take that off. And I've been pretty unfortunate. I've had this one and decided, I believe I had this one and decided not to use it. And I'm kind of holding out for this guy, but if I found that, I'd probably use it. So that's it for the shotgun. For the VSS, I've been very fortunate. I got this guy a long time ago. I got the 8 times, which was like really lucky. I haven't found a single other one of these, I believe, or maybe I found a couple of 2 times. I've gotten this stock, and I found this stock, but I decided not to finish building it because it didn't seem worth it. So I'm currently using this one, and obviously when I can come across that one, I'll be getting it. But this one's not bad. And so there's a lot going on here. This APL or whatever, I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to say that, but I have this one, and I've probably encountered a laser, but I don't really remember. But this handle's pretty decent. I believe this is an active mod right here with this tripod, and so I'm pretty decked out on the VSS. My gun can't get a whole lot better, at least not until I get that active mod. Okay, so the SCAR, I have the best mag, the double barrel. I've yet to get a single sight for this thing, or scope. I did get the silencer, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, you know, unless you're going on raids with it, which why would I ever do that? It's like pretty useless. So, you know, I would rather have, I haven't even really looked too thoroughly at these, but any one of these three would be better for me. And I've only found the green laser so far for this, which actually I got to double check that. I kind of wonder if I came across something else. So green laser's kind of nice. So got a pretty decent SCAR, but like as I've said before, the SCARs are kind of trophy guns to me. They're too rare for me to ever feel like using. If they start becoming more common, then for sure I'll use them here and there for important things, but I definitely don't want to waste them. Let me see. Let me double check this SCAR here. So I did find one sight for it, but I didn't feel like it was worth the lenses since it took away damage. And here's this ATPIAL one. So I did find this, and I did not get. Okay. So yeah, both of these are active mods. Okay. So thanks for bearing with me on all that. I thought maybe some of you guys might be curious what I had going on with my mods, just to compare with your progress. And I will see you guys. Hopefully we'll get a new update soon. I'm actually getting a little bored of what we got going on. I do with clans, so I've been a little occupied helping setting that up, and sit around and wait. So hopefully we'll get a new update soon, and I'll start cranking out some more videos. Until then, I'll see you next.